Let's get into it. Today's live is going to be amazing. Today's live is just going to be amazing. I just know it. I can feel it. I have so much energy, so much to talk about. I'm just hoping that you ready to hear what I got to talk about, because I got a lot of shit to say. Like, you going to be like, damn, like, how you... Come on, man. You going to be like, damn, how you do that? Take me through the... What's good? What's good? I'm waiting for us to get started. Wait for the people to hop up in here. And then we can go ahead and get started. Are y'all ready? Oh, it is 11:11. Tune the clock in. Come on now, clock in. It is 11:11. It is 11:11. Clock in. Where my people at? Divinely guided to you at a time. Let's go. What's up, everybody? I'm so excited to talk about what I gotta talk about. Like, I was out and about and I was thinking about y'all. I was like, man, I gotta say something. I gotta say something. I wonder if I started the live at 11:11. That's my question. But we about to get started. I'm waiting for more people. Not you mentioned 11 as I join. That's my birthday. No way. That's crazy. All right, I'm just checking. Making sure everything looks good. I feel like it looks a little bright. All right. We might be better right here. All right, cool. I think we're looking good. All right. What's up, everybody? What's good? Man, I got so much to talk to y'all about. What's up, Ashlyn? What's up, Zayden? Listen, I don't have a lot of time. I could probably go for a good hour regardless. But when I say I don't have a lot of time, meaning like I don't want to sit here and do all this yapping before. I just want to go straight into the information that I've been tapping into. And you say you like the jacket? You like the jacket? Look how I put it together though. I put it with some slight, right? Some slight. Anyways, so today's conversation. Listen, if I was you, I would not leave this live at all. Like, at least have it playing in the background. I would not. Ashlyn, you too. Because this live is going to, like, I'm tapped into something. I've been, like, let me tell you, let me explain to you guys. Because I realized, hold on, let me record. Welcome, everybody, to the live. Welcome, everybody, to the live. What's good, everybody? How are you guys doing today? All right? So, this is what I'm going to do today, all right? I'm going to not pray, but I'm going to set the intention out there that I don't have to really break down things down to the small minimum science of it, okay? I want to be able to really bring you very intellectual thoughts and not have to break it all the way down like a child. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I feel like it stops me from going as deep as I want to, because I get afraid that y'all get lost or you don't really know what I'm saying. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I think that sometimes in life I don't feel heard because of how deep and complex my thoughts are. And you have to understand, just like what XXXTentacion said, there are levels to thought frequencies. So for some of y'all that feel misunderstood, you are. And the reason why is because you are literally thinking, operating from a different thought frequency. There's different levels of thought. And you know, when X was saying that, I never understood. I see you, girl, Oracle Ori, I see you. When X was saying that, I knew what he meant, but a lot of people didn't understand what he meant. And the thing about it is, it's very hard to speak the truth because the truth can seem dark. It's very hard to speak the truth sometimes because what you may have thought or what you may have wanted the truth to be is usually sometimes the opposite. And what I mean by that is you wanted that person to be this type of way, right? But the truth is that they're not. The truth is that they're actually this way. Now, had you not put expectations on what you want them to be, you might have been able to actually enjoy them more as they are. Or you might have been able to learn more if you would have just accepted them as they are. Now, I'm going to give you an example of when I say people don't like the truth, all right? The truth is that us humans, our nature can be very superficial, right? Now, the problem is that I dislike, as a person who's very aware, and I'm telling you too, as a person who's very aware, sometimes it can get annoying to be aware enough to know that the world is superficial, and because you're aware doesn't mean, see, I don't like that. I don't like when these animals do that. Let me tell you why I don't like when these animals do that. Let me tell you why I don't like when these animals do that. Thought is so sensitive. Ideas are so sensitive. Distraction is a very big deal. And y'all got to start paying attention to distractions. That don't mean that the dog is negative. But when y'all are coming across ideas and things, or your phone, your text message, this person, that's not a good thing. Because it stops you from getting to that eureka moment. Anyways, like I was saying, is humans are superficial, right? So when you learn that humans are superficial and you become aware of other people's human nature, you are becoming enlightened around social intelligence, right? I told y'all this was going to get deep. Don't worry. You are enlightened when it comes to social intelligence. But here's the thing. Because you know, that makes you advanced, right? By you choosing not to participate because you think it's beneath you is ignorant. I know that's deep. Like, I pray, please allow the idea of what I'm saying. I know I'm going deep with this, but I want to know if you understand what I'm saying. You cannot think that just because you are operating at a higher level of thought, that makes it seem like you can't engage in it. And what I mean by that is what we think is positive or what we think is the truth is always, it has like a negative to it, right? And stay with me. I'm really trying to break down something. Like, stay with me. So what I realized was that a lot of times, I'll give you an example. A lot of times, you knowing that people are superficial, right? You knowing that people judge with their eyes. You knowing that people can be materialistic. You having the awareness to understand this, you have to use it to your benefit in order to make what you need happen to happen. Period. So what that means is that Cleo, you gonna piss me off, Cleo. Cleo, you gonna piss me off. You calm the fuck down, Cleo. Calm the fuck down. This damn dog, right? So, anyways, if I had to realize that me understanding people's behavior, and just because it may not be what I like, just because it may not be something that I choose, doesn't mean that I can't participate in order to evolve, right? So what that means is that there are going to be certain things that you have to do, which is you're going to have to talk to people. You don't want to talk to people. You got to learn how to small talk. You got to learn how to understand people. You got to learn how to care about what people think. You got to learn all these different aspects that may seem negative. I don't want to talk to these people. I don't want to do that. You have to learn how to embrace these things. Because that very thing that seems negative is the very thing that's going to elevate you. Light has no benefit without darkness. Light has no purpose without darkness. Light has no purpose, right? And this is why I say a lot of times what's real, people have a hard time accepting because they think things are supposed to be one way. They think people and things are supposed to be one way. And I just want to let you know, you do not have to box yourself in. Thank you for the gift, Dominique. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Dominique. Thank you for the gift, Leah. Thank you for the gift, Ren. So another thing I started to realize too was like, so I have a new quote, y'all. All right? I'm gonna release some news to y'all, okay? And I want y'all to understand right now, I'm claiming it today. If y'all hear other motherfuckers saying it, I'm about to talk about my philosophy, all right? So here's my new philosophy. Hold on. Everybody, right now, drop some emojis in the chat, because I got some shit. I got some shit for y'all. I got some shit. You know when you come across a really good idea and you just know that shit eat? I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you. Come on. Y'all ready? All right. I'm about to tell you right now. So, I'm going to launch a new podcast, right? But that's not the news. I actually have a gem for you. Right? I'm going to drop a new podcast. But this gym made me do it, all right? Here's the gym, all right? I'm a take a picture too. I got the proof. What's today? I got the proof. All right, so here it is. I'm going to give you the philosophy first, and then I'm going to break it down because I know y'all probably eager. The philosophy, and I need everybody in the chat to comment this, okay? Y'all ready? Here's the philosophy, because this shit really gonna change your life. The philosophy is called Because I Can. Because I can. Because I can. Everybody right now, write in the comments, because I can. Write it down right now. I want you to study this shit. I want you to embody it. And I'm going to break it down for you right now. This is about to be next level teachings, okay? Next level teachings. And I'm going to go crazy with this on my mystery school. And I'm letting y'all know right now, if you are not on my mystery school, you are a mental midget. All right, so here we go. So, let's lock in, all right? So, this is the Because I Can philosophy. The creator of this philosophy is Oriana Manhurst. And it was first released October 15th, 2025. All right. So here we go. This and please, I'm going to give myself permission, but I think what I want to know is I want to make sure you're listening, because I really want to comb through every detail of this philosophy, but I want to make sure that I'm being heard. Okay. So all you got to say is, I'm listening. All right? It's not AI. That's all you got to say. All you got to say is, I'm listening. Just say all right, bet. Okay. So, this is where I came up with the philosophy, Because I Can. So, first things first, I'm a very introspective person. I literally do therapy to myself, right? And when I say I do therapy to myself, what that means is that I don't really need other people, and this is all connected, right? And everything I say, I want you to understand, you should be thinking about it from your perspective, all right? I am simply a mirror. So when I tell you stories about what's going on with me, it's not to be like, oh, this is what's happening with me, man. I got. No. I always go through experiences, understanding, like, how can this benefit somebody else, all right? So when I tell this story, I want you to think about how this connects to your life. So here we go. I created the Because I Can philosophy because I needed some type of medicine for being a winner. And what I mean by that is, life will make you feel bad for winning. Life will make you feel bad. Not even life. Let me not say life. Let me say people, society. Let me not say life. People in society will make you feel bad for being a winner because they suck, because they lose, right? And for all my big-hearted people, some of you guys have subconsciously self-sabotaged yourself in order to fit in. And what I mean by that is, some of y'all did not know that you were favored as much as you are. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all, as a kid, you didn't realize how good you are at what you do or how good you are in just life. Like, you are just naturally good at shit. You just naturally understand shit. You just naturally have this favor. You just naturally glow, right? The problem is that you didn't understand why it isolated you. And I'm gonna say me because I don't want to project, but I'm gonna say me in this scenario, and if it resonates, drop an emoji. Thank you for the gift, Brittany. Thank you for the gift, Confidence with Claudia. You have to understand that winning is very isolating. So as a kid, as a youngin, being highly favored and blessed and being isolated, you don't really understand why that's happening. And you correlate it as a negative because you're by yourself. Nobody really wants to be alone. And that is a type of understanding that only you can get as you get older, right? So what happens is because I was isolated, because I was so favored, I was Hey. Get your ass in here. Come here. Sit the fuck down. Cleo, sit the fuck down. Come here. Get your... Cleo, I done gave you some chances, Jit. Get your ass over here. Everybody say hi to Cleo, because clearly she want attention. Clearly Cleo wants some attention. So everybody say hi to Cleo. And I'm gonna lay her ass down. Lay down. Sit. Lay your ass down. God. Anyways, so I realized that what I was doing was I was self-sabotaging myself because I was winning. I didn't understand that I was winning. It was just me. So what y'all gotta understand is that some of y'all, it's just you. Like, you're just naturally talented. And that's something that I realized. I was like, yo, like, it's not my fault that I'm naturally talented. But I didn't understand that I was winning so much, and I didn't like what it felt like to win. Because to me, winning was natural. It was just win. As a kid, it's natural to win. As a kid, think about it, right? So what I'm telling you right now is that some of y'all have made yourself feel bad for winning. All because people don't like to see you win. People naturally have envy in human nature. So, remember when I brought up that point that the truth isn't always pretty, right? So, you thought the truth was being a winner is great. You thought the truth was being a winner is peaceful. You thought that shit was pretty. You thought that shit had no consequences. And then you found out the truth. And then you realized that if I can embrace the ugly of this really beautiful thing, I can be one. I can be calm. I can be okay. And what happens is it stops you from being hit in the mouth unexpectedly. It stops you from demonizing a positive. Truth is still a positive. Truth is still, even though truth may seem ugly in that moment, it is still a positive. Just like when you go work out and your legs are in pain, your arms are in pain. That is a positive. But imagine you weren't aware of that and you working out for the first time and your legs are hurting afterwards. You're like, my legs are hurting. This is not good. This is no. And you're freaking out. Imagine what that does. That makes you not want to work out. That makes you afraid. That makes you think that something's wrong. That makes you, no, I don't think that's okay. Look at your whole perspective shift, all because of a lack of perspective. Look at your perspective, all because of lack of perspective or a lack of information. Why am I talking about this? Because I can. And the reason why is because some of y'all are winners, but you're dealing with the consequences of being highly favored. You're dealing with the consequences of having the crown. You're dealing with the consequences of being a leader. Let me tell you something. And I'm being so real with you. All of my battles in life have been because I'm a winner. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is it's easier to accept your crown when you know that it's not always positive. Because some of y'all don't think you're good enough. Or some of y'all are thinking that the negative is a sign that you're failing, when in reality, the negative is more of a sign that you're passing and you're succeeding than it is negative. All right? So now let's continue going. Because I can. Now, what I had to realize was I had to come to the conclusion I'm like that. But let's go back. Some of y'all are overworking yourselves. Now, this is the beginning of it. Some of y'all are overworking yourselves because you don't know that you're like that. Now, let's work with the concept of hard work. Some of y'all have a weird relationship with hard work. Who here has been trying to figure out their relationship with hard work? Do I need to work harder? And do I need to relax? Am I overworking myself? Like, how does this connect with my new version of me? Like, some of y'all guys, that's where y'all kind of get lost at when it comes to creating your new life. Oh, I love you guys so much. I feel like we all on the same page. All right, so look, let me tell you something. This is what I realized. It's not what you do. It's the thought behind why you're doing it. It's not what you want. It's why. Everything is why. Why are you thinking that? Why do you want to do that, right? So here's the question. Well, here's not the question. Here's the statement. Some of y'all are working hard because you're trying to overcompensate for a lack of belief. Some of y'all are trying to work hard to overcompensate for the lack of belief and confidence that you have for yourself. So you think, and I've been there before, you think if I just outwork everybody, I should be good, right? And it's logical. It's logical. And I'm not saying that it doesn't work. But I want you to understand that you're always going to have to do more when you go through that passageway of thinking. But if you learn to get your confidence internally instead of from some external type of validation or some external type of proof, which is, oh, I'm good because I do a lot. I'm great because I do a lot. I'm great because I do. It's because of what I do. So it's always something physical. It's always so what that means is that you're never going to feel complete. You're never going to feel truly like I'm good, I'm great. Like your confidence is always going to be God, these damn animals. Your confidence is always going to be wavering. Your confidence is always going to be wavering. Your confidence is always going to be dictated based off of your performance. So, when your confidence is based off of your performance, you burn out. Because that's not love. That's not love. That's not self-love. That's lack. That's insecurity. So you know what happens? Now you start to compete. And it's not wrong to compete. It's all about where are you competing from? What state mentally are you competing from? So when I realized that I was actually overworking myself because I had a lack of belief, what happened was I started to work on my internal self. I started meditating. I started looking at proof of who I am. I started looking at my characteristics, looking at who I am and being like, you know what? I don't gotta go as hard. So this was the next part of this thought process of how I got to because I can. So the second part of this thought process, the first process was realizing that I was overworking because I didn't really believe in myself for real, right? Now, the second part of this process is finally getting the confidence and realizing, you know what? I don't really gotta go as hard. Follow me. Do not stay here. Do not stay at this thought process, this idea that I'm at right now. Oh, I don't gotta go as hard. Don't stay there, but just follow me. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm really like that. Like, I don't gotta go as hard. Like, you know, I don't know why I was overworking myself when it seemed like I'm making more money. The less I do, the more effortless I am. And then I started to think about it, and I was like, you know, but I don't feel comfortable not doing more, you know? And at that time, I don't think it was that I was connecting my productivity to my value because I had already worked through the first part. But now I was getting to the point where I realized that, like, I don't have to go as hard. And it got so bad that, like, I started looking to other people that I thought was, you know, cool or whatever, but I would try to use them as like a friendly competition. But then because I had realized my confidence, I realized how small I was playing by even trying to like use them as a competition in my head to elevate me, you know? Because what happened was I realized that effortlessly, even with me lacking, I was still overlapping these people. So it takes you to really get to know how good you are. You know, it takes you to understand how talented you are, right? So after I got to that point where I was like, man, I'm really just like lapping everybody effortlessly, I started to realize, okay, so then like, why do I feel like I need to do more even though I'm lapping people by not going as hard? You know what myself said? Do you want to know what myself said? Ori said, because I can. Because I can. So like, why should I go hard then? Like, why should I go hard if I'm already doing effortlessly? Like, if I'm already like lapping people, if I'm already gonna be at the top, why should I even like spend so much more time? And my spirit was like, because I can. And I'm gonna break it down. Don't worry, Change Radio, I'm about to tell you. Because I can. My own higher self was saying, if you could do this so effortlessly, if you are effortless, if you really don't gotta go as hard to beat other people or to be the top, then you might as well go hard and step on their throat because you can. You know what I mean? Like, some people can't step on other people's throat. They wish they could, but they can't. But you can. And see where it takes me. Exactly. Why not? And then I started to say, I was like, I might as well be great. I might as well. It's like money. Like, think about it. When you got so much money, I might as well because you can. Because I can. So, you know, I tested it out yesterday. I'm talking to one of my friends and I'm baiting him. I'm not really talking shit to him. Like, I'm baiting him. And I was like, man, I was in the gym this morning when you was asleep. And he said, no, you was not. I was up at 7. I said, I was in the gym at 5, meditating at 6. Why the fuck are you in the gym at 5? Because I can. Do you know how empowering that is? And the reason why I created this was because when you deal with those people who make you feel bad for wanting more and being great and being big, you have a safe haven quote that can block out all that hate. So when they say, why are you spending $1,000 on this? Why are you buying a wig? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because I can. You know what that means? That's not you explaining yourself. That's not you. And guess what? It stops you from entertaining their fear. It stops you from playing small. Because I can. And it's like, I ain't got shit else to do. I might as well step on their throats and be the best. I was just thinking about Michael Jordan. I was going to tell you, do you think like if people were to ask Michael Jordan, you got 6 rings, why are you going for another? You want to know why? Because I can go for 6 and 7. That's why. And they can't. You have you are so great that you have the opportunity. Some people can't even touch you because they don't even have the opportunity. Like, you just have it there in case you want to, if you really want to go hard. They can go hard and never even have the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So that's my new podcast name. That's my new, like, I'm going to come out with a book with it because I can. Like, that is my new philosophy because I can. And I want y'all now, when y'all hear that, I want you, yes, DM me. Hey, not my problem. DM me. So I want y'all to think about this. I will be breaking this down and teaching this in my mystery school. So if you want to learn more further about this, go ahead and DM me to join the mystery school, because this is what I want to go hard on. You see, everything is mindset. That's really what makes you win. Winning is a mentality. Winning is a mentality. You know, I don't base myself on greatness because of how good I am. I want you to understand, greatness is not about talent. Like, I say that with a big fucking smile. Greatness is not about talent, baby. Because there are a lot of people who are more talented than the greats. It's because of mentality. That's what makes you great, not your talent. Because you could be the most talented. I'm telling you, there's singers right now. Oh, and they probably sing better than fucking Tory Lanez, all these people. It's not about the talent. The talent is extra. The talent is like having pretty eyes. No, the talented is not, it's not the most talented that wins. Kobe Bryant wasn't the most talented. Kobe Bryant wasn't the fastest. Kobe Bryant wasn't the best shooter. Kobe Bryant, no. It's about how you absolutely think. And what I realized was that the way that I thought, the way that I think is intimidating. The way that I think is intimidating to losers. The way that I think is intimidating to peasants. The way that I think is intimidating to people who are insecure. The way that I think is intimidating to people who play small. The way that I think is intimidating. But guess what? If everything I said, you felt like, I don't have a problem with that, that's because you're like me. We are the same. But when I say, you have to understand, when I say, oh, I don't like to deal with broke people, or I don't like to deal with these things, I don't like to deal with these things, right? Understand that some people will feel the negative of that, right? And in that moment, when I say it like that, it seems superficial, right? If I was to just say it like that, I don't fuck with broke people. It seems very superficial, right? Right? But when I break it down, like, I don't want to be around people who have a lack mentality. Oh, now it's acceptable. Now it's acceptable because I said it like that. But when I said it the first time, it's the same thing. You're not here to dull yourself to be accepted by people. You only do that strategically when you have a bigger plan in motion. Understand that in life, you are not wise if you think life is black and white. You are not wise if you think you can make one decision and say, okay, this is how it's going to be. Life is a nuance. There is no black and white. There is gray. And if you don't have the wisdom and the intelligence and the IQ and the EQ to understand the nuances of life and to understand what something that seems negative is actually positive. You see, you thought you was getting fucked up by life, and this whole time life was preparing you. You thought life was beating you up. This whole time, life was preparing you. You get what I'm saying? People don't like to hear the truth, but I'm a Scorpio. I love that shit. The raw your words get, even if it hurt my feelings, the raw your words get, the more I like you. Because what that means is that it's not that you don't care about my feelings, but you care about my growth more than my feelings and my comfort. And that's how I feel about you. I care more about your growth than your feelings. So what that means is that in order for you to be great, you have to think the same way about yourself. This morning, you think I wanted to get up? This morning, I even tried to feed myself an excuse. It's a 7-day. You don't gotta work out. But then I remembered I made a decision. I said, because I can. Why are you getting up if you don't have to? Because I can. So I went on a walk. And I was active regardless because I can. And that also moves to gratitude. It could be confidence or it could be gratitude. Why did you go on a walk today? Because my legs can move, because I can. So why not? And when people start to ask you that in a negative tone, why did you do that? Because I can, and you can't, and you're not, and you didn't, and you won't, and I did. So me, I am naturally talented. I am naturally good at a lot of things, and I have to protect my confidence. So what that means is sometimes you have to neurologically train yourself and wire certain neural pathways within your mind to always protect that identity. But you have to stop shaming yourself for being who you are. You might as well be who you are 100% and let other people choose if they want to be a part of it. If they decide, oh, I don't want to be, that's their problem, because you were you the whole time. You were you the whole time. You were you the whole time. Nobody can say anything about it. You feel me? I appreciate that, Neko Clips. I appreciate that. You know? So what I want you to do today, if you are serious about elevating, you are serious about stepping into your most unapologetic self, you're serious about making more money in life. See, I want you to understand, people will try to make you feel like you're excessive when you can do what they can't. Because your abundance is excessive to them. They're used to having just enough. You are used to having more than enough. Thank you to Divine herself. I always tell myself, it's not like me to not have. You know what that does? That creates an identity within me that in my life, I don't understand lack. And that's okay. That's okay. You get what I'm saying? So what I want everybody to do right now, because I'm actually going to do a call tonight. I'm going to do a whole call tonight at about 8 o'clock p.m. tonight. Let me go ahead and write this down. And I'm letting you guys know, if I say I'm doing it, I'm doing it. Okay? If I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So 8 p.m. tonight, Easter time, I am going to have a class, a live class on my mystery school, talking about the Because I Can philosophy. If you want to join the mystery school, all you need to do is DM me. I'm going to start having a lot more conversations with y'all. All right? But what I do want to tell you is that in 2025, from October to December, it's about to get very intense. And I'm going to give you guys a warning right now. If you don't know, is it a private stream? Yes. If you don't know how to be you unapologetically, this year is going to strip so much away. These last couple of months, Q4, and honestly, I've been doing Q4 mentorships this whole time, but I I haven't been telling people about it publicly because it's not cheap, you know, and I usually qualify people. But what I will tell you is that everybody that I've been talking to in my Q4 mentorship, I've been telling them that these next couple of months are about to be very it's going to strip you of everything that's false. So if your identity has been built on something false, you're going to have a dark night of the soul. You're going to have a rude awakening. A lot of people tried to do shit. A lot of people tried to do shit off of false and fake foundations. And they're going to face the wrath. Also, make sure you guys follow me on YouTube. My YouTube is Styx River, STYXRIVER, is also on my page. If you have not yet followed me on YouTube, make sure you guys follow me on YouTube. All of my lives are on there. And like I said, from this point on, I'm going very hard with my teachings. I'm going very hard with my book. So what I want y'all to do right now is, if you want to be in this class tonight at 8 o'clock tonight, DM me. I have my own app. And it's going to be exciting because a lot of things that I want to talk about on here, the very nuances of life, the darkness of life, how to be a boss, how to be a leader. You can't really talk about that type of shit out in public because it really ruffles some feathers. Watch. I'm about to do it right now. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, right? Let me talk a little bit about leadership and how ugly it is. Because I don't like to talk about certain things on live because the truth is so ugly sometimes. The truth is so ugly sometimes that it really rubs people the wrong way. So the truth is, here's the truth. You are broke. If you are broke, if when I say you are broke and you like, damn, I know, then that's you. If you are broke, it's because you want to be. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Not that you want to be broke, but you want to feel the guilt and the shame and the emotions. They're addicting. So when you don't have enough, the emotions that you feel are addicting, and that's why you're still there. You will not, for some reason, you will not stop interacting with that emotion. You will not stop interacting with those thoughts. For some reason, you keep interacting with that thought. You don't know why. For some reason, every time you spend money, you feel guilt. And no matter how much you try to stop it, you are addicted to it. Somebody say, so how do we stop? Think about your computer has a virus, right? That little emotion that's coming up when you spending money, that is a virus. That virus came from somebody else. Tahita, that ain't the Tahita I know. That's not the Tahita I know. I went to school with you, Tahita. This the Tahita I know? Nah, this not the Tahita I know. No. I went to school with you, Tahita? No, don't say that. No way. That ain't the Tahita I know. No, that ain't the Tahita I know. All right, never mind. Nah, I'm not from DC. Anyways, so if you're dealing, thank you for the gift, everybody. If you're dealing with these emotions, it's because you are addicted. You're addicted to the guilt. Do you understand certain emotions have dopamine? Lack can give you dopamine, believe it or not. That little anxiety could give you dopamine. Thank you for the roses, Tahita. It could give you dopamine. So some of y'all, you have to replace that addiction with that emotion and give yourself a new elevated emotion to get addicted off of. You get me? I got addicted to the way money felt. I just love the way money feels. So how do we rewrite our emotions? You have to meditate. And the reason why you have to meditate is because meditation is the scientific practice in the scientific settings of your subconscious programmed mind. You have files here. You have all your documents and your files and your cache in your head. Meditation is how you click Control Alt Delete and get in the background and throw away these files and throw away these files. How do you think I got to because I can? Because I sat with myself enough, and I sat by myself listening. No, like, chill with some of the music and just sit there with your thoughts and hear what the thoughts come out and start asking questions. Why do I think that? Where did that come from? And allow it. Thank you for the gift, the hula goddess. Some of y'all, you are too distracted. You can never hear the whisper of your own voice. You can't hear when your spirit says, I don't know if I like this. I don't know. This doesn't feel good to me. Some of y'all do things that you know isn't good for you. And you still do it. That's not good. That is an addiction. Thank you, Root is successful. That's an addiction. That's an addiction. You don't feel good doing it. You know it's not good for you, and you still do it. What if something negative come up in meditation? Then that is a positive. You see how that works? I love that question. What if something negative comes up in meditation? Then that is a positive, because guess what? If you're not aware enough, that problem that came up in meditation, it's telling you and it's showing you, right? But had you not meditated, it would have popped up subconsciously without you even knowing, and you would have been triggered somewhere else. Because guess what? That negative would have came up regardless. But because you meditated, you were able to take it out yourself. You were able to remove it healthily. Instead of it living within you and you not knowing. So this whole time, you got a tenant that you don't even know about. So meditation is doing what exactly? That is the problem. You don't want to think about meditation as a singular thing. That's like me saying the internet is doing what exactly? You know, like the internet has so many different things that it can do. It has so many infinite potentials, just like your meditation. So how can I say it's doing what exactly? Like, you get what I'm saying? You know, but what I can say meditation is doing is it is bringing you into unity with yourself, and it is bringing you in alignment with the elemental forces. Now, the benefits and the opportunities that come from that are endless and limitless. So when you are in alignment with the elemental forces, so many things can be done. So many things you're doing so many things at that point. You're aligning yourself. You're healing yourself. You're healing your blood. You're healing your heart. You're healing, like, it's like doing like, you know how CMOS got like almost 100 fucking benefits at one time? Think about meditation as having almost fucking like 1 million benefits at one time. 5 minutes of meditation, I'm saying, so when you meditate, just listen to your thoughts. I think you should join my mystery school. So that way you could actually have a full understanding of what you're doing, because it is a science. And that's why some people fail to meditate, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're looking for. They don't know what to expect. They don't understand how to view it. And some people, they're just trying to understand, what perspective should I take? Some people don't know how to, some people won't start because they need the right perspective shift to feel comfortable to start. I don't know why I'm so good at explaining certain shit that just seems like it should have never been words. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I take the things that are not words and I learn how to articulate it. I get scared of meditation because you're scared of yourself. You're scared of yourself. So what I want y'all to do right now is DM me. DM me right now and say, I need that school. I need you to DM me right now and say, I need that school. I need to be in that class tonight. Tonight. I need that bitch. I need it. All right? So I'll see you guys around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time tonight Also, I do want to let you guys know, if you guys want to book a one-on-one with me, if you want to